It's in the game.
EA Sports is in the game!
And the Scarlet Knights will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Run it with the fullback. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Hayes. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Finds the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Give to the fullback. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
On the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Might have a chance. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And he made the extra point without problem. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Fullback's got it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to pass, it's Hayes. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Creates a little space inside the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
And the point after is good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Thomas. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to it. Fighting off the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Right on the money. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Running inside, it's Thomas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations.
Finding some room. The tag! All the way! Touchdown, Rutgers! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Pumps it downfield, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's in! Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half. The defense needs to start making adjustments. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to...
There's some room. Bust through behind his pad. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. Big fullback's got it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The give to the fullback. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return.